I'd be reluctant to see the Leader of the House have to leave the chamber for interjecting. Question number 4. Well, if the member is reluctant to leave, he should tone his interjections. Question number 4, Claudette Hauiti.
Ngā mihi, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Economic Development. What progress has the government made on establishing an international standard convention centre in Auckland?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, I thank the member for her question. I'm pleased to advise the House that on Saturday I announced the Government and Sky City had completed negotiations and signed an agreement for Sky City to design, build and operate the New Zealand International Convention Centre in Auckland. Sky City will invest $402 million designing and building the convention centre, which will cater for 3,500 international conference delegates at any one time. The New Zealand tourism industry and business sector have been seeking an international-sized convention centre to be built in New Zealand for many years to tap into the growing market of high-value business visitors that we're currently missing out on. And the government is once again delivering on this objective.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Claudette Hauiti.
What economic benefits will the New Zealand International Convention Centre bring to Auckland and New Zealand?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, the NZICC will create jobs, boost tourism and bring significant economic benefits to Auckland and New Zealand. It's estimated 33,000 more conference delegates will visit New Zealand each year, and we know that conference delegates spend more on average than other visitors. Overall, the NZICC is projected to inject $90 million into the economy, create an estimated 1,000 jobs during construction and 800 jobs once it is up and running. This is a good deal for Auckland and for New Zealand.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Claudette Hauiti.
To the Minister, what measures has the government agreed will be put in place to deter problem gambling and harm reduction?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, under the agreement, Sky City will have to introduce a predictive modelling tool to analyse data and identify players at risk of problem gambling, as well as a voluntary pre-commitment system where players elect to restrict the amount of time they play or the amount they spend. It will also have to introduce player identification requirements when amounts over $500 are being put onto or cashed from ticket and ticket-out machines in non-restricted areas, as well as double the number of host responsibility specialists in order to deliver 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week coverage. It is also worth noting that the 230 new poking machines, which have been focused on, is the exact same number granted to Sky City under the Labor government in 2001 for the development of a much smaller convention centre. Overall, the number of poking machines in New Zealand is falling by around 500 a year. This arrangement will slow that reduction by just 6 months.
Question number 5, the Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Mr Speaker, my question is to the